Outstanding.
Welcome to Diamond.Standard.Gaming, and today we're going to go ahead and build a prison inside of our town that we've been building here. So I put the prison kind of off here to the side near our watchtower right here. So this watchtower is going to double as a watchtower for invaders and a watchtower for anybody who might be trying to escape our prison. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build the prison essentially sticking out halfway out of the hillside here. So the front half is going to stick out of the prison, and then the back half is going to be underneath the hill. And I'm going to pretty much build most of the walls out of these stone bricks here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up 6 blocks high. So let's start here on the corner. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's 10 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And then we're going to go ahead and just connect it back to the wall here, just like that. So that's kind of the outline of our prison. Actually, maybe I'll go ahead and make it 2 bigger. I'll make it 12 across, just to make sure we have enough room. Alright. Then I'm going to go ahead and build up 6 blocks high. So this is the first layer, second layer, okay, third layer, fourth layer, fifth layer, all right, and then the sixth and final layer right here. Just like that. Alright, so that's kind of how our prison is looking right now. Alright, then what I'm going to do is for the floor inside the prison, I'm going to go ahead and use these smooth stone blocks. And also, let me go ahead and grab some torches, because it won't be long. I'll be digging into the side of the hill, and it'll be dark, and I don't want mobs to spawn while I'm working in there. Alright, so let's go ahead, and down here at the bottom, I'm going to basically put in the floor as soon as this builder guy would move out of my way. Put in the floor of our prison here. Okay, and 2 more spaces here. Alright, and that finishes up the front part of our prison. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and on this top row, I'm going to go ahead and fill a block. So this is going to be the roof of the prison. So even though I made it 6 high, it's really only 4 tall inside because one level is taken up with the floor, and then the other level is taken up with the ceiling. And then I'm going to go over here with the roof as well, or the ceiling, and I'm going to put blocks until they go right back here and meet the hill. And then once we get inside and we start digging out the blocks, we'll have to put more inside, you know, for the ceiling blocks inside the hill, but for right now we will just do this. Alright, and then what we're going to have in here is we're going to have two separate doors in here. So we're going to have a door on this side, which is going to be the door where the prisoners enter. Alright, and then on this side over here, we're going to have a door, and this door here is where the guards are going to sit, and the administrative staff. Let me go ahead and put a torch up here real quick, like that and like that. Alright, then what I'm going to do, so over here I'm going to put a divider, because you're not going to be able to get to these rooms from each other. But what you are going to have is this little counter, essentially, with a pass-through, just like this. Just like that. So essentially, what you have is you have the guards and the administrative staff working on this side, and over on that side is where you bring the prisoners in. And then what I'm going to do, for the most part, I'm going to go ahead and put some bars up here. Just like that. So there'll be two like window areas where you can work with people. Alright, and then what we're going to do in here, right behind this counter, actually I'm going to move this door over one right here. And then what I'm going to do here, we're going to have some space for a little office, essentially. So we're going to go like that, and that's going to be a little 3x3 office. And then we're going to go right here and have another little office. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this dirt wall here, and I'm going to replace it all with stone, or with these stone bricks. Just like that. Just like that. And let's see. How do we put the door down here? Actually, I'm going to put this door on this end. That way you can walk in and there could be some little extra space for stuff in there. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and build this wall all the way up to the ceiling. And all these walls are going to get built all the way up to the ceiling. Just like that. And then you can build this down too, because the door is only too high. Just like that. And then in here, I'm going to go ahead, because this is the administrative side, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to actually just cut in a space for a regular window. And I'm going to use this tinted glass and fill in like that. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do the exact same thing here. Put some tinted glass in there, just like that. So at least the administrative workers have a little bit of light. I think we'll probably end up putting a lantern or something in here, but for right now, we'll just throw a torch in there to give us some light. Okay, so this is kind of the administrative side. This is kind of all we really have. And then what's going to be back behind here is going to end up being where the prison cells are. So let me go ahead here and put the floor in right here, and also go ahead and build a wall up right here. Okay, that is our first part of the prison. Let's go over here. I'm going to replace this with a smooth stone block. And now on these exterior doors here, this door at least could be just a regular wooden door, because it's just for the guards and the administrative staff. This side over here, I'm going to go ahead and put an iron door in here. Okay, so for right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a button here. Now, I'm not going to leave it here. This is just for right now, so I can access the prison while I'm working on it. But what I will eventually do is I will put a button that will somehow control it from this other side over here. Because obviously you don't want a button here, because if a prisoner was to escape, you don't want him to just hit the button and be able to get out. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to start digging an area back in here. And this is where our prison cells are going to be. Now I'm going to put, I think, about 8 prison cells, and they're probably not going to be much bigger than these. You know, maybe 3 by 3, maybe 2 by 3. We'll see what we can do when we get there. So I'm going to go ahead and just dig a big area out here. Alright, let's start with this right here. We dug back an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks back. And I think what I'm going to do is where we put this wall in here, I'm going to go ahead and dig back here 2 wide like this. So our hallway is going to go back this way a little ways. I wonder where we're at if we put a hole in here. Okay, we are there. We got a couple more. Okay. So let's see. Let's go back that far. So I'm going back equally as far as essentially the front of the prison goes. Okay. I'm making the back of the prison the same width as the front of the prison. So let me go ahead here, change those. Alright, this is looking good now. And then I'm going to hollow out this whole section here to be just like this.
Close, we're almost there.
Alright, just like that. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll fill the bottom layer here with the smooth stone, and that's going to be our floor. Alright, just like that. So what I'm going to have is, we're going to have another door right here coming into the cell area. Better fill in that hole. We don't want anybody getting out. I'm going to throw a torch here. I got some light. And I also want to go ahead and turn this wall all into bricks, stone bricks as well. Okay, just like that. So it's coming along pretty good here. So think about this. Okay, the guards bring the prisoners in. They come in here. They get checked in. And they bring them back here. There's going to be another iron door here in a little bit of time. And what we do, they walk in here. And I'm thinking I'm going to have like a little hallway that kind of comes back this way. And then maybe we can have a hallway here with cells on both sides. So like I said, I wanted to make the cells maybe 3 by 3. So that would give us here. And right about here. And then we have this big hallway that goes straight back here, like that. Actually, I want to make this one a little bigger. To give it more space as you're walking, because think about it, you're walking back here with a couple prisoners, you're going to need some space. Alright, like that. And then what we'll do is, most of the cells are going to be just bars. Alright, and then what we'll do is, I think, so you can't put a door really next to iron bars, because it looks like that. So it just looks like, obviously, like they can sneak through there. You know, they can't really fit through there in Minecraft, but you can imagine in real life that someone would be able to squeeze through, you know, this area right here. So what you got to do is you got to make sure the doors are essentially up against blocks, and then the gates or the metal bars you have to also make sure you put up against the blocks. So let's see, if we do bars here, like that, and then we go ahead and put blocks all the way up. Like that. Now the blocks are completely sealed in, and then we can go ahead and put a door here. We can add blocks on top. And then here, we can go ahead and add in blocks to this side. Just like that. And we'll go ahead and put a button right here. And then for right now, I will put another button here, just so I can get out. But I will remove that, because obviously the prisoners will be able to get out if you keep that in there. Alright. And then what I'm going to do is, inside of the cells aren't going to be quite as tall. So I'm going to go ahead and add a block right here. Just like that. So that is going to be one of our cells. And then what we're going to do is we're going to basically dig back. So that was 1, 2, 3, and a shared wall. So every cell is going to need essentially 3. So if we want to go back, I think we'll have to go back 9 more. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just like that. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and clear all this space out now, right here. Straight back to as far as okay. Alright, and then let me real quick go ahead and clear out the floor. And then I'm going to go here and fill in with the smooth stone block all of the floor. Okay, there we go. Now we have our floor space for, I think, all of our cells. And then what we're going to do is we're going to essentially mirror this cell right here. So we'll go ahead and put a door in. Next to the door, we will put our block. Next to the block, we will have our iron bars. Then next to the iron bars, we'll have another block, another column of blocks. Okay, just like that. And we'll come back here, and we'll close off this cell. Just like that. Okay. And then make sure we close here above this door, just like that. And again, we'll go ahead and throw a button there, and a temporary button there so we can get out. And we'll fill in the ceiling here. Getting extra dark back here in the prison. Okay, just like that. Come out here and we'll do it again. So we will do a door followed by a block column here, followed by bars here, and then followed by blocks right here. The blocks in, we might as well go ahead and put blocks in the roof right here. Just like that. And then we come here, we can go ahead and put the iron bars in. Like that. I think I actually like the iron bars only going 3 high like that, so I'm going to go ahead and break out the top one here for each one of these. Alright, you can kind of come in here, kind of see the prisoners through the door, through the grates here. Alright, it's 3. We're going to have like a folding cell. Like, so maybe as some of the prisoners come in, we can put them in here until they get processed, and then if we have to, we can come back out here, do whatever we have to. Or maybe when they're being released, you can take them from the cells, bring them over here to the holding pen. They can do whatever they need to do, and then they can come out, and then they can get processed, and then they can be released. So we'll do it like that, and then basically on this side, we'll just have all iron bars, just going all the way around. And I will do the same thing here, where I will not put the iron bars all the way to the roof. I will put a block of stone. I think that looks better. Just like that. right there. Is that big enough though? It's only 2. Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe I did do it right. Come out one more. Just like that. And then let's finish off this metal gate here, or metal bars. Just like that, and then let me go ahead in and fill in our ceiling, because we don't want them to be able to dig through the dirt. Alright, there we are. Put a button right here for the time being. Okay, so we got 2 cells here, 3 cells on that side. We got this big holding pen here. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and we will put in a couple more cells on this side. So I think I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to dig it back one more to make it one deeper at least. And then we'll have 3-4 cells on this side and maybe 2 cells on this side. So we got the door, and then we'll have a column of blocks like that. Okay. We also have to fill in the floor, so we'll fill these in with smooth stone. That, and then here at the end we will have one last set of metal bars. And then we will also go ahead and fill the ceiling in. It's getting dark back here. And again, all the interior buttons are only temporary, just until we go ahead and add some smarts into the whole system. So I think I'm going to do here, we'll go ahead and put a cell right here. And now this one will kind of be open. It's a little smaller, but it's kind of open up to the holding pen here, and it kind of gets a little bit more light. So, you know, maybe if you're like a well-behaved prisoner, maybe they put you in here for a little bit, give you a little more light, a little more fresh air maybe. That, and then so that won't have any other cages in it. It'll just have the iron bar on that side, and doors right there. Okay, and then we'll have one more cell right back here. So again, the door, and then yeah, we'll go ahead and leave that cobblestone like that. Alright, and then this little section back here. We'll add some more bars. Make them one higher. Just like that. There we are. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cells. And then, you know what I want to do? I want to go in here. I wonder if I can cut like a window in here. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put bars in here. And of course, stone blocks so they can't dig out. But maybe this is for, like, you know, a really well-behaved prisoner. When they're really good, you can put them in here and they can actually get some natural light and maybe some fresh air. But of course, we want to make sure that perfect. Alright, so if you really earn it, you can get this little place here. And you get some nice bright light, or you can get some nice fresh air. So that's for the prisoners who are really well behaved. And then, what I'm going to do is put one more cell back here. And this is going to be solitary confinement back here. So this is where up here, where you have the real well-behaved prisoners, they go in here. This is where you got the real nasty prisoners, the ones who never listen. They get stuck back in here. And it's going to be real low. We're going to keep it real low like this. We're not going to make it real tall or anything like that. So it's going to only be too high, and it's also going to be real small back here, just like that. We've got an iron door here, and of course a button to get in. And then there's going to be like no light back here almost. So you have no bars back here. You have almost no light. It's almost like pitch black back here. And you got these old, you know, cobblestone walls. So back here in the cell, where I added the water, there, and then it's dripping. So this is like a real nasty area back here. You got water dripping through. It's going to be real dark back here. So what I want to do now, so pretty much as you get further back into the prison, I kind of want it to be darker and darker. Because that's kind of where you put the meaner prisoners back here. So you can see in there now, it's real dark, not a whole lot of light. Alright, and then what we'll do is we'll put lights up here. Let me go ahead and add another one, maybe right here. Okay. So then, yeah, this cell's nice and light. It's got some light coming in from outside because it's got the window. And then definitely as you get back here further and further, you know, this cell's okay. You can see a little bit in here. You can kind of still see. And then once you get back here to these cells, it's almost pitch black. And then when you get back to this cell, it's dark. I'd like to add one more. Let's see. Can I add one more torch here? There we are. I like that. That way these back cells, yeah. These back cells are for the mean ones, the mean criminals. And then, of course, this one, yeah. is like nothing. You can't see anything back there. So then you can imagine the guards would come on in here, bring the prisoner in. You know, maybe they come back here and they put him back here in the holding cell for a little bit while they're doing what they have to do up here. And then when they're ready, they'll come bring the guy back out, kind of do his processing right here. And then, you know, maybe depending on what he did, what crime he did, bring him and put him in one of the cells back here. So if he was a real bad guy, real mean guy, maybe he gets put back here in the dark cell, the water leaking, you know, or if maybe he wasn't so bad, you know, maybe he gets put in one of these cells here that has a lot of light. But yeah, that's our prison build, so please let me know what you think in the comments. And then yeah, I would love to see if you do a prison build as well. I'd love to see what ideas you come up with. And I think what I'll do is I'll probably end up doing a second build in a couple of days from now. And what I will do is on this side and in the prison cells, I'll go ahead and I'll add some beds, and you know, maybe I'll add some chairs and desks in here so the you know, the administrative workers have a place to do their work. And you know, maybe some chests and stuff for like filing cabinets so they can file away the records of the prisoners. I think what I'll do too is I'll go ahead and I'll put doors on here. That way if they were to need any privacy or they were processing something that was confidential, they could do that and not be bothered by anybody. Alright, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.